Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Pick Up the Truth. I hope everybody's doing well tonight out there. Now, tonight, I'd like to talk about two truthers from the Bamily of Mag Bitter Truth, and they've chosen to make a video about me, Pick Up the Truth, and they're going to examine a few of the things that I say. And even though they haven't fully watched in most of the videos that I put out, they're going to want to give what they consider to be an accurate, detailed, truthful opinion that's based in lies that I can tell, because they haven't put the time or effort into watching the video like most truth seekers would do before they give an opinion or try to claim truth in it. So we're going to see how they twist and manipulate the truth into the deceptions that they would like to achieve. So let's get started and see what they have to say. Well, first off, I'd like to point out that Truth Server, I know his sister Alana, and Mexican Truther, I really don't know very much about, but if I was to look at his name truthfully, and not judging him, because I don't judge people anymore, if I'm going to say something about somebody, I'll just point out the obvious truth that I notice, that I see. And that's not judging the person, that's noticing where they're at in their walk in truth, because as truthers, when we learn truth, we change for it. And what I mean by that is, if we find out something is a deception and is controlling and enslaving or programming us in some way or another, we try to stop that behavior in us so we can have more control over our natural selves. And that's one good thing that truth does for us, The more we learn in truth, the freer we get, as long as we're striving for the natural creation that we came from, the truth in natural creation. And that's the only way you're going to set your mind and your soul and your body free. Well, we're never going to set our body free until we establish some kind of a land that we can just take over and live separate from the world that enslaves us. But till that day comes, we're always going to be physically enslaved with the money that they make us work for. But getting back to Mexican Truther, now right off the bat, I noticed his name, Mexican Truther. Now, if you were to look at the word Mexican in a normal enslaved world where we came from, you would say, well, there's nothing wrong with that. He's just saying he's from Mexico and he's a Mexican. Well, the world we came from that enslaves us and programs us to think the way we used to, yes, you would think of it that way. But in a truthful world, now that we're free from that enslavement mentally, we can see that Mexico is a word that divides the southern land from the northern land, which is the United States. Now, in natural creation, neither one of those lands would have names. But man has seen fit, men and women have seen fit, the ones that control and enslave us has seen fit to name the lands that they've stolen from us so they can divide us against each other. And when we take those names and we consider ourselves to be that name instead of a natural human soul that exists in a human body, now you consider yourself to be a Mexican, which divides yourself away from an American, which divides yourself away from a Canadian. And that's very dangerous, because what that does is it takes the control of what you are and hands that control over to the government that controls you. And they can take you as a Mexican because you're no longer a soul, a natural soul that exists in the body, standing on the land that was naturally created for it. But now you're a Mexican, and they can send you to war to either kill somebody else they divided you from in another land, or that person from another land can kill you. All because they want to. They want to depopulate a certain amount of people. Because they're all these governments are united. They're united together. They always have been. There's no new world order or one world government. It's Masonic. It's a Masonic construct that we were born in. One that enslaves all of us and divides all of us. We're all natural creation, meant to exist on the lands that we were born on. We were never meant to be divided from each other, only to live together in nature, natural creation, because we are nature, we are natural creation. So that's why I no longer think of myself as an American, because I am a natural soul that exists in the human body. And I am control of that body. I am in control of my soul. I'm regaining my freedom the more truth that I learn. So it's a process. The more truth that you learn, the more sacrifices that you make in the world you're enslaved in, giving up the things that were deceptions, it helps us find ourselves. It helps us not be controlled by the things that were meant to enslave us and program us. So that's why I notice when people have a nationality in their name and then they have truther at the end, it doesn't make sense to me, because one is a way they programmed us to divide each other, and the other is, to me, truth. There's only one, and these two can't stand with each other. It tells me that, but it also tells me that Mexican truther doesn't fully know truth about his name. So we're going to see what else he doesn't understand in truth while he tries to judge his other brothers and sisters. And trust me, it may sound like I'm trying to judge him, but I'm just pointing out obvious truth. And I will be doing that throughout this video, and I'll explain to you, just like I did then, how I base this truth and what it means naturally. So let's get started. All right.
What's up? You want to say anything? Hi, Mexican truther.
Okay. Start it over. All right. I think. All right.
All right. There we go. Mexican truther. Today I have a very special guest, truth server. Oh yeah, family in the house. And today we're going to be touching base on different topics, but we will be talking about pick up the truth. Ilana, what's up? You want to say anything? Hi, Mexican truther. I love you. You're so amazing. I think you're so. You have inspired me in many ways, and thank you for that. I am so grateful that we managed to get a chance to get to know each other, especially in the Bamily family. And this is interesting that we touch base on this.
Now you see that? That's great. That's unity, right? And it seems like they're equal, right? Everyone's equal, respect each other. That's great. That's the way we all should be. Now, let's continue.
I do know Ilana. Ilana knows me for a while back because we're both fans of Mag Bitter Truth. Now, a person that I've led to believe, or that I'm informed to believe, called Pick Up the Truth, was also follower of Mag Bitter Truth, but then turned hater.
Now, you see how he just divided me there? From a follower to a hater? And he describes him and himself as a fan of Mag. I'm sorry. I've never been a fan of Mag or any man, but I give every man or woman respect until I see they're not what they say they are. Now, this one wants to tell me that I'm a follower of Mag, but I'm not. And he wants you to believe that I'm a follower or used to be a follower of Mag, and I'm not. I am my own person that can make my own mind up, and I consider myself equal to all that are seeking truth. I never try to put myself above anyone. I always listen to what others have to say. But if I see somebody obviously being deceived or trying to deceive others with a deception that's meant to program or enslave us, I'm going to say what I need to say. Because it's all about learning truth to help other people. And it's not about following a man. It's not about worshiping another man or being a fan. I've never been a fan of anyone, even in sports. When I used to watch sports, which I stopped watching because it's another way they distract us from truth. And it's another way they get us to idolize and worship their icons. The same ones that live off our backs because they deceive us in this world. And they distract us from learning truth, which is why I choose to take it serious. Now, let's continue.
1 second. Before we go touching base on this whole pick up the truth, I want you guys to know that Ilana has a BitChute in where she plays a lot of the playlists from Mag Bitter Truth. She's putting out of time, effort, and energy, people. I provide the link in the bottom. By all means, go check it out. Go subscribe, because we all know that YouTube is bringing down videos like crazy. I kid you not. I went live with Grand Theft Auto, and I'm playing, and I think I'm playing, but guess what? YouTube took me out of going live because apparently I broke some kind of guideline by playing Grand Theft Auto 5. it's a game. I didn't make it. So as you can see, they're getting very, very strict.
Oh, that's interesting because my first experience with PlayStation was Grand Theft Auto with a close friend of mine, and the only time I ever considered it again was with you. And it's funny, they did that. They're jerks.
Yeah, they.
Now, these are two truthers. Okay, serious truthers trying to talk truth to everyone and point out truth about someone else when they themselves are still lost in the world that programs them. Now, they're both sitting here talking about PlayStation and playing Grand Theft Auto 5 or Grand Theft Auto. Either one programs you with the sex, with the hookers, programs you with the bad neighborhoods and the lifestyles within, and programs you with the gangster lifestyles, people walking around with guns, violence, vehicular homicide when you run them over, and they make it enticing to do so, so that desensitizes your emotions from harming people. Yeah, it programs you basically to do bad things. And if you're a truther, you try to stay away from that kind of activity, and you try to keep from promoting that, not only because it programs you and programs your mind and controls your emotions, because normally if you find yourself playing one of these games, they're meant to be a fun distraction that consumes you, and it programs you in such a way that it may frustrate you at times and escalate your emotions, and you become out of control, maybe break a controller, or maybe break the screen itself, throw the controller, put a hole in the wall. Who knows what people do when they go crazy with that kind of stuff. But you see it manipulate a lot of people's emotions, and it's a dangerous world, the gaming world, because you look at it this way: you get consumed in that world, and that digital world was meant to program you and consume you and brainwash you with the things they want you to be brainwashed by. And it also gets you to cycle the money by spending $400, $500, $600 on a console to play the games, and then you're spending another $40, $50, $60 each game, to cycle the money to the corporations that enslave us. They got to keep cycling that money that they enslave us with, because the more they cycle, the more we have to make, and that ensures us to be a slave the rest of our life as we feed the system that makes us a slave. So it's a never-ending cycle, and these are the ways, as a truther, we should not only not be doing these things in our lives, because it's hard enough. Now, I mean, think about it. If you're consumed in the gaming world, if you're still consumed in the gaming world, that's a world that they program you to be in. Now, if you decide you're sick of that world and you want to come out and you want to be in the so-called real world, or normal world, you still have to find out that real so-called normal world is also a world that programs you and enslaves you. So you're really fighting against the odds, thinking that you're going to free yourself from the deception when you bury yourself so far in it. And then you also promote it on a so-called truth channel. So we're gonna see. We're gonna let me do something here. I'm gonna check his channel out because I don't know Mexican that well, and we're gonna see what he has on his channel and before we continue into this video. Let me see if I can find it. I know I was there not too long ago. Let me go back. I don't have him as a subscriber. And there's a reason for that. But let me see. I'm gonna check out. Where's my history? Now here's one of his videos.
Music and truth, and today I want to talk about Uncharted 4, a piece, and what I'm going to tell you straightforward, it's a piece of shit. It's boring, it makes me angry, it sucks beyond reason, and the reason I bring this up is please don't make the mistake of buying it, or even worse, playing the piece of shit. Don't do it, guys. You understand? There's people out there on YouTube that are gamers. They'll tell you, oh, it's phenomenal. It's great. It's a masterpiece of shit. I'm telling you, for real. These type of games is the reason why I stopped playing games way back when I was young. You see? Because the producers know that they're creating pieces of shit, but then again, they still toss it out there to take your money. And to make things worse, you got these shields on YouTube talking about how fucking great it is. Well, it's not great. I have it here. I've been playing it already, and it's boring as hell. You start playing, and they give you a weapon or whatever the case may be, you can't aim right. You got an Uzi, it is going all over the fucking place and shit. Woo! All over the place, but it's not hitting the fucking enemies. But then you turn around, the enemies can run faster, can aim and shoot your ass faster. They got weapons, they got grenades. They use everything in their arsenal to kick your ass so you can continue to play in stress, anger, and anguish. Now, I hate the fact that I have this game downloaded digitally because I really wanted the satisfaction of getting the disc out, scratching the fuck out of it, and then breaking it. Oh, the satisfaction, because I'm already screwed. I already lost my money. Why am I going to continue?
Okay, Mexican Truther is complaining that he lost the money that he was programmed to cycle to the system that enslaves him. While he admits that the game that he was consumed by, the video games, and that's what they do. They consume you, program you, manipulate your emotions, and he just admitted to us that it did just that. It just made him so angry that he wishes it was a disc so he could just fuck it up, you know. It does that. It'll play on your emotions. It'll have you so upset, and you don't think that's controlling you? Yes. And for a truther to support this kind of stuff, and not only support it, but promote it. And I know right here in this video, he's not promoting this video, this game, because he doesn't like it. But if he did like it, he would promote it. And he promotes stuff like this. And to me, that's not someone looking for truth. And you see the ads on this game on the top and on the bottom here. One says blow one and swallow, and it has the okay, you can tell what that means. And the other one's in the other one on the bottom, it says it will blow your mind away. Now, they're insinuating sex, of course, because the name of these ads is Naughty Dog. And he's also promoting the sex. And that's not something a real truther would do. I mean, someone seeking truth is not going to display such perverted things on their videos and not edit it out, or at least check it, before it goes out. It's just, I know they child restrict things and whatnot, but still, children can be sitting with fellow truthers. I mean, the moms with the children can be watching truth video and whatnot, and come across this, and then there you go. We got it right here. That's what I don't like about truthers that judge others but aren't following truth and making the sacrifices in their life because of truth. Now, let's go back to the video we came from and see. If we can, just bear with me, guys. Sorry, it's late. And here we go.
I mean, they've gone to my channel and they just took down videos, did whatever they please, And then I check it out and I'm like, what the hell? And I did I did a rant video, I think, not too long ago.
Go back.
In many ways, and thank you for that.
I am so grateful that we managed to get a chance to get to know each other, especially in the Bamily family. And this is interesting that we touch base on this because I do know Ilana. Ilana knows me for a while back because we're both fans of Mad Bitter Truth. Now, a person that I've led to believe, or that I'm informed to believe, called, I provide the link in the bottom. By all means, go check it out. Go subscribe, because we all know that YouTube is bringing down videos like crazy. I kid you not. I went live with Grand Theft Auto, and I'm playing, and I think I'm playing, but guess what? YouTube took me out of going live because apparently I broke some kind of guideline by playing Grand Theft Auto 5. It's a game. I didn't make it. So as you can see, they're getting very, very strict.
Oh, that's interesting because my first experience with PlayStation was Grand Theft Auto with a close friend of mine, and the only time I ever considered it again was with you. And it's funny, they did that. They're jerks. Ugh.
Now, see, another thing I like to mention about Mexican truther, as a truther, mentioning PlayStation and the big corporations that enslave us, that make these PlayStations and the video games that consume and program our minds, and also cycle the money we're enslaved with. But you notice both of these, he got her to promote PlayStation as well. Now, these corporations are the ones that enslave us, but these corporations also program him to support it, and not only support it, but promote it, because he just promoted Sony PlayStation. He just encouraged somebody else to go and buy it. And he did it all for free, and the corporation didn't have to pay him a dime for what he's doing for that corporation. He's giving them free advertisement, free promotion. And not only that, he's influencing the minds that he's in contact with to go out either play or buy, or somehow they'll wind up spending money on this shit and just wind up playing it because he programmed it in their mind. So as truthers, we have to be careful, not restrict what we say, but just if you're talking about it, just let people know. Don't be consumed by it, because it will cycle the money you're enslaved with.
Yeah, they've gone to my channel and they just took down videos, did whatever they please, you know. And then I check it out, and I'm like, what the hell? And I did I did a rant video, I think, not too long ago, touching base on that we put in a lot of time and effort, you know. And, well, YouTube doesn't care, and that should come to no surprise to all of us, you know. But I do.
And you got it on your BitChute.
Yes, whatever gets taken down on YouTube, I also have a BitChute as well. I'll go ahead and provide that as well. However, I'm going to go ahead and screen share because I want you guys to give me 1 second, check out the... Okay.
Yeah, every time we run into a mag hater, I have to clean all my things out. So the only one's there is mag, and then I have to get my head back in order.
And that's just it, right? They're there, they're dormant, like Max says. He keeps an eye on them, and he knows this. And then they turn on him, and not only on him, but they also go off bad-mouthing. Like, for instance, they love saying that the Bamily family is a cult.
Right.
I mean, how easy is it for them to just throw allegations? But I understand Max's frustration as well. You know, he's giving...
Now, Mexican truthers said they love saying Bamily family is a cult. Now, I never said Bamily family is a cult. But Bamily family are my brothers and sisters, and they're being brainwashed and programmed by this man. And they're also having their emotions and their thoughts manipulated by this man. And yes, so it does bother me. Okay.
People free truth. They accept the truth, they acknowledge the truth, but then for some reason or another, they want to backstab because it's in their nature.
Right, and it's like I'm sorry.
Yeah, it reminds me of a story about the frog and the scorpion. Have you heard it?
No.
Well, the scorpion needs to cross this pond, this short lake or whatnot, but it cannot swim. So then the scorpion tells the frog to give it if he can help it go to the other end by being on his back. And then the frog says, well, how can I trust you? I mean, good God, you're a scorpion, you know? Well, suffices to say, the scorpion gets on top of the frog. They go off, and around midway, the frog starts feeling a burning sensation inside him. What happened was that the scorpion stung him. The frog looked at the scorpion and said, now we're all going to die. Why did you sting me? And the scorpion said, because I'm a scorpion. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Backstabbers are backstabbers. Trolls are trolls. You know, they will come to you and speak to you kindly and say, yes, my brother. Or, for instance, this clown right here calling you his sister. You know?
Right.
Where did they go off? Okay, I'm sure.
Now, look. Right now, he's trying to program and influence minds to label me as a clown. Okay? And that's exactly what he's doing. He's programming other people's minds that have no idea about the situation, don't know who's who, and anything about the situation. And he's already programming people's minds to think I'm a clown. All because I told you the truth about the one you worship. Now, I'm sorry that you guys decide to worship a man, and I can never understand why another man would want to worship another man. Now, I always stress that when you're searching for truth, you do it as an independent person. Don't worship or follow anyone. You have your own mind, you have your own soul, and you have your own body. You are responsible for all. You're not responsible for other people, okay? But you shouldn't rely on other people to exist either. You need to be strong in who you are.
Yeah, right.
I'm screen sharing right here, guys. I click on BitChute, and once I click on BitChute, it takes us right here, guys. BitChute, and here we go. The playlist. Mag playlist. You miss something? Come check it out over here without doubt, because they're always bringing down videos from Mag Bitter Truth. And here, right here, as you can see, easy access without doubt.
Yeah, those playlists, each one has, I think, like 150 videos on each playlist.
Oh, wow.
So, like, for example, the first one, that YouTube Haters, is probably, and then the movie, one of them's just because we want to try to get it so we can find it if we want it. So some of them overlap, but you at least will be able to get it down to 2 playlists instead of all 1,500. And then sometimes you may have trouble watching it, so you may have to go on the app or on Chrome or wait, or they're a little slower.
Yeah, but it's worth searching it. It's worth finding it. It's worth putting in the time, checking it out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
These playlists were so important for me because once I got down to the 1,500, which took hours to get to the end of all the videos that he has on his channel, the official Mag Bitter Truth on BitChute. So once I got down there, I had found a way that it will go to the next one. So I would do like a 200 video section or videos, and then kind of move them around. So that's the best thing I think I've ever done for us.
That's phenomenal. I was going to say that as Bamily family that we are out here spreading truth. You see, it has nothing to do with no cult. And by all means, people, Mag never ever said for anyone to worship it as a god or as a spirit or as an angel, as a prophet. I mean, oh my God, these haters, they follow Mag, they learn from him, they never say anything negative, they befriend Bamily, and then bam, all of a sudden, they got diarrhea from the mouth. They just have to spew venom. You know what I mean? They have to spew venom. Yeah. It's like, well,
proof is in the book.
Mag never said to worship him as a god. Okay? Nobody said that. Mexican truther. Oh, so I do not like that name. It shows that you're still programmed by division. Now, no one ever said that Mag was a god. All that is being said is he programs people to worship him, idolize him. You can't see that. You need to watch my videos. I explain it in detail. I also explain other things about your brother Mag. Okay? You need to watch my videos before you try to comment on them, because you're not speaking truth to the people you influence by deceiving them with lies.
Exactly. Now, who are we touching base on? Right here. As you guys can see, Pick Up the Truth. He has 82 subscribers. He has 74 prior.
Oh, great. I'm glad to see that all my subs hate me.
Look at this. His subscriptions are Lania, as you can see right here. Everybody knows that she's a backstabber, booty, and whatnot.
Yeah, she said that you were. I had a couple people that try saying that you are Mag. Yeah, a couple of them. And then, and me.
Yeah.
Now, this one's going on my page and checking out who subscribes to Pick Up the Truth. And there's only one reason it does this, and I'm not the only one he's done it to. He's also done it to people who subscribe to my channel as well. I've seen him make videos on one of my brothers, and he goes through his subscribers as well. And you know what you know why he does that? And this is because he wants to program you to judge these people you see that he points out, because in some way or another they had questions also, and Mag or someone else in the Bamily decided they didn't like those questions, and there you go. They get judged by the good and the evil that the one they worship pushes, and then they judge people by false claims. Yes.
Yeah, also they call me chill and whatnot. That's what they do, you see. I mean, we are not charging anyone anything, you know. If the people want to sub to us and speak truth, then we're here. If not, why do you stick around and troll? That's the thing with that.
Good question.
In addition, here we have others right here. Zena G. I had a problem with Zena G because she's with Edgar Mendez. She's a backstabber without doubt. She spoke ill of me because she teamed up with that dude and bad people.
Well,
Wow. Now he's talking about one of my subscribers, Zena G, a really good woman from Georgia, and she loves to seek truth, and she loves to talk about truth. She's one that has an open mind and tries not to judge others. And we don't judge others as well because we consider ourselves to be equal, critical thinkers, talking about truth together, and that's the way it should be. We don't sit at a round table like these two truthers in the Bamily and judge other truthers and shun them away and divide themselves from them. That's not what we do. Even if we have a disagreement, we're still there learning truth. It's the way it should be. We should mutually respect people instead of doing what you're doing, separating and talking about people. The only reason I exposed the one you worship, your brother Mag, is because he truly does all the things that I say he does in the video, or else I would not have made it. I only point out truth in people, and that truth is exposed in the one you worship. You have to deal with it. Your brother Mag programs your mind, controls your thoughts and your actions. You worship him.
The thing is, like, she may be, a lot of them, though, like, they're young, and I always give people the benefit of the doubt, because there's a couple other girls I think she may also have channels as, and, it's kind of like the same thing with Sir. Remember, Mag told him, listen, if you can't leave me, you're going to have to show back up with a different name. Reinvent yourself.
Mag told him, if you can't listen, did you hear that? He told another man, if you can't listen, you need to show back up as another name. Are you serious? And these guys just laugh at this shit. How can another man tell another grown man if you can't listen? Okay? Now, nobody appointed this truth teller that programs your mind, this Masonic truth teller, that he has control of any human soul or body. Okay? He also needs to have mutual and equal respect for fellow truthers, because we're all not here to worship a man or a woman or anybody. We're seeking individual truth, to learn independently, talk together rationally with each other, learn together, not separate, divide, and judge each other.
You try, and so some of them right, but I see what you're saying. This one and this name is already tainted versus her other one, which may be trying to work on her relationship with us.
Exactly. The thing being is that Mag exposes a lot of fakers, a lot of trolls, a lot of bad people, and sadly enough, those same bad people continue to be friends with Bamily on the Macy side. Because I got Bamily family subscribers, and no one that I'm aware of that's from the Bamily family is going up against Mag ever. It's coming from over there, you know, and Mag mentions this. However, I think that there's chaos going over there, or there are just too many.
Now you see, Mag mentions that all the bad people, supposed bad people that they judge to be bad in their system of good and bad, good and evil, they judge us all to be haters and evil, demons and demonic, according to some of the subscribers in the comment section. But they judge us to be all that, when we're only really brothers and sisters in creation trying to help each other on an equal playing field like we're supposed to. What is this? One's better than the other. One knows more than the other. Sit down and listen. What kind of garbage is this? Okay, as far as I know, the Bamily and Mag Bitter Truth exist in this so-called country of America that you consider yourself to be in, with the freedoms that they pretend like they give you to be equal and free. But what is this? What is this that I see? This hierarchy of one's better than all, and listen to the one like a king or a queen. Bullshit, people. You can see it and smell it. This is not truth, and this is not right. Not right naturally, that's for sure.
People for anyone to keep track, but that seems to be the case, especially with La Nia. I mean, she forget it. And now we got this Pick Up the Truth that's teaming up with also with Sir Sheik and whatnot, and they're just spewing venom, you know.
Pick Up the Truth is teaming up with Sir Sheik. Sir Sheik just subscribed to my channel the other day. I haven't had too much of a chance to speak to the man, and we're not spewing venom together or any of that. I have no idea. And that's a deception that this one is trying to influence hundreds of minds with, but no one calls out on these people that try to brainwash us with deception. Okay.
Yeah, it's tough when someone acts like they like me and they don't like Mag. They have no business anywhere near me. I'm way worse than him as far as, you know, that you got a better chance of Mag liking you than me, I think. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, our job, Mag is Mag.
Okay. Let's go back to this. Well, maybe.
Very, very
just do right. I don't even want it. I just turn it off. I didn't even be friends.
See what happened?
You're always going to have those.
Just got lost. Okay. Maybe.
Them saying, or they hide it, or they may switch the title up, right? Or that it's
Okay.
At some point, I just do right. I don't even want it. I just turn it off. I haven't even gotten to see Edgar's stuff.
Crazy.
The second they do it, I didn't watch pickup stuff either.
Meg, they has a lot of followers that speaks truth. That's helped this clown out in his life by freeing him from religion and Jesus Christ and everything else. And then here you have it right here.
Let's go back.
The one. And the videos that he did against Mag are still in his channel. But Bamily family, or in general, whoever follows Mag, doesn't want to do their homework, you see?
Right. They got to keep scrolling down.
Yeah, they want to.
He hides it up. And you got to remember, everyone has.
And he decided that, hey, you know what, I'm just going to start talking a lot of smack about Mag. Another person that did that was Edgar Mendez. You see, I did a video on him. I exposed him, but then I took it down because I don't want to give that full credit. But he's another one. And the videos that he did against Mag are
of Mag liking you than me, I think.
Okay, here we go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, our job, Mag is Mag. Give me a break. It's a joke. For them to be trying.
Now, Alana said, just told Mexican Truther that if somebody comes up and says that they like her but they don't like Mag, then she doesn't like them because they don't like Mag, the one she worships. Now, that's not thinking with your own mind, and that's not being true to yourself, okay? Just because somebody else doesn't agree with something else someone does, or is trying to expose that someone else is a Mason trying to brainwash and program your mind, doesn't mean you should stop talking to that person. Doesn't mean that you should stop rationalizing with somebody. You shouldn't judge them because of something that happened to somebody else. You're supposed to be equal in your own person, dealing with your own situation and your own thoughts, in your own mind, in control of your own actions. Okay? You shouldn't do or not do because of what somebody else does. You understand? Stay true to yourself.
Just take his people.
Here I'm at Stick Up the Truth. I'm looking at the comments and I'm seeing people that I know as well. Melissa Levy, what's up, my sister? How you doing? And thing being is that if you go to his comment section here on his latest video, but then you compare it to the videos where it's down here and whatnot, it's not even mentioned. Like right here, I was checking this one out, and it was mentioned. But when he mentioned family, he mentioned in a good tone. You see,
right,
we're all brothers and sisters. Right? He even mentions you, Ilana. Oh my God, And then he proceeds to do video after video, and then somewhere along the lines, the evil within him peaked. You see,
Okay, there you go. He's saying the evil within me peaked, and I don't even believe in evil, so I'm sorry, Mexican Truther, brother Truther, I should say. Let me start calling you brother Truther, even though I can see what kind of truth you're spreading here, and it's not much. Okay. So far, we've uncovered a lot of lies and programming that you're brainwashing the people you influence with, and yeah, it's not good what you and your sister here is spreading. You're supposed to be truthers seeking truth.
decided that, hey, you know what, I'm just going to start talking a lot of smack about Mag. Another person that did that was Edgar Mendez. You see, I did a video on him. I exposed him, but then I took it down because I don't want to give that full credit. But he's another one. And the videos that he did against Mag are still in his channel. But Bamily family, or in general, whoever follows Mag, doesn't want to do their homework, you see.
Right. They got to keep scrolling down.
Yeah, they want to.
Yeah, he hides it up. You know, and you got to remember, everyone.
See how they sit there and judge other truthers when they themselves can't even see the world that they're programmed in, the world that they're enslaved in. They themselves are hypocrites because they're not as serious of truthers, even though they think they are, by putting out Mag's work, Mag's Masonic work that was created to program minds with. That's why Mag doesn't have to worry about coming back, because he knows he has his program servants to do it for free, and that's what these two are doing, and Macy as well. They're blindly following someone that programs and brainwashes people's minds and controls their thoughts and actions, and they help him. And they blindly do it because they follow and worship a man, something we should never do. And in the meantime, they also judge the people that they don't agree with. The one that has questions for Brother Mag. So they just get slapped down and talked about and divided against one another. And they even divide themselves. As you can tell, Mexican Truther divided himself and separated the Bamily when he talked about his side. His side never lets people come and be shills or any of that stuff, when that's not even the case. You're programming the people's minds that you influence with lies. That's not truth, and that's not what a truther does. It's just crazy, man. Let's continue.
He has a good side. It's not like people are all bad.
Yeah, they play nice, but you know, let me see.
Who needs it? I don't know. The second they turn on Mag, I'm done. Because what is the point here? We're on freaking social media. We're not even in real life. That's crazy.
We're on social media. We're not even in real life. But we are real people. Well, some of us are. And you're right, some of us aren't. Some of us are not. Because even your brother Mag has told them to make another avatar and come back as somebody else, and that's not promoting truth either. How many avatars do I have? Only one, and it's called Pick Up the Truth. And you can come and see me, or I go and see you, and you see my icon, you know it's truly me, and I'm not in somebody else's name. Now, there's been some deception spread around the Bamily that I'm putrid head or barracuda, and that was spread and kept being spread by Macy Kinder. You have to ask that sister why she kept doing that after I told her several times in comments that I was not either of those. I am only one avatar and one account called Pick Up the Truth. There's only one. Just like there's only one truth, there's only one me.
Yeah, and what I'm getting here, like for instance, right here, we got La Nia that I did a video against, and then you got Mike of Many Dicks. I mean, Mike of Many Mikes. You see right here, another hater that we all know. Without that.
Now there you go. These people are sitting here calling people names, judging them. Laughing, having a good old time. Do you call that truth? No, that's not truth. That's disrespecting other people on a continuous basis and influencing and programming others to do the same. That's not truth, people. These guys are not truthers. They're disinformation spreaders, dividers, and deceivers. And it's nasty how this one goes through the comments, points out and tries to influence others because they judge other people and they can't see fit to treat them as equal.
Now the question is, Ilana, and I said this prior to Bamily family as well. If you guys know that these clowns, these haters, these trolls are on your channel and they're commenting to Bamily family, why do you have that person there? You can.
Okay, this is what I figure. I give the people a benefit of the doubt because I have.
He's asking, why do you have those people there? Now this one's asking to take other people's freedoms away if they don't agree with everything they tell you or everything they agree with. They're going to shun you and judge you and divide you. And see, this is not good, people. This is abuse of power. The same abuse of power of the system that we came from. We're looking for truth. We're supposed to be equal in this. We're supposed to help each other and unite and talk honestly about truth. This is from the same deceiving world that we came from, and we have to spot this and just call it out when we see it, like we're doing right now.
On for the dumbest stuff in my life, whether it's for a month, a week, or a year, or 20 years, right? So pick up the truth. Like, I have fallen for a lot of people, and the second they slip up, then that's my time to go back in and delete everything possible so I can sleep at night.
Exactly.
See there? They judge you immediately. They wait for you to make some kind of move that they don't agree with, and they're just ready to judge you and shun you. They don't even look at the information that one person may be talking about. They don't try to consider what if there's truth that person is trying to relay that may help them. They admit themselves in this video that they didn't watch most of the videos that I put out. How can they truthfully sit here and comment and influence others' minds if they're not doing the work?
Because it's bothersome.
So don't feel bad if, I don't think anyone should feel bad, with what they've done in the past. I think the main thing is that they are capable of learning today.
Exactly. And the thing being is that don't hate the people that are trying to help you. These people hate on the people that are trying to help them. But then when a backstabber is even more of a backstabber than them, attacks them, they're the first to complain, victim, help! Oh, get the hell out of here,
Yeah, the victim, that's a tough one.
They play the victim card, and they play it very well. And thing being is that this individual...
Look who's playing the victim right now, and then judging me with how they were programmed to judge me. Wow.
Right here, I don't know who the hell this person is. But he does speak very, very slow, deep voice. I mean, you gotta have the patience of the saints. Basically.
That's good in there.
Oh, yeah. That's why YouTube.
See, here they are laughing about the same thing Mag programmed in their mind about me. That I'm slow, and all that stuff, laughing, getting a kick out of my videos, but not listening to the truth that's in them, not listening to the message. These guys just want to deceive, judge, and divide.
Oh, that's so funny.
Right? That's why YouTube allows you to speed up each video, because you get clowns like this guy that he's going up against Mag. They has a lot of followers.
See, this guy just told you a couple seconds ago and admitted that he didn't know me. And I don't know him either. But I can see, and I'm not judging him in this video, but I'm just pointing out what I can see truthfully from this man already. and how he purposely is out to deceive and divide people.
That speaks truth, that's helped this clown out in his life by freeing him from religion and Jesus Christ and everything else. And then here you have it right here. He's going up against him. Instead of getting straight to the point, what does he do?
All right. Instead of going up against him, why don't I get straight to the point? I've tried to ask your brother Mag so many times, my brother Mag, so many times. This Mason wouldn't answer me. He doesn't give people the respect that you would think just real people would give. And there's something wrong about that when you separate yourself from other people who can't even ask you a question. So yes, people do have to make videos and try to get their point across. And I've heard the one you're talking to right here, Sister Alana, tell her subscribers in her videos that Mag does not say truth all the time. Now, how come we can't talk honestly about our brother Mag in the videos without people getting offended? Without people, I should be able to bring the truth out about someone and not get it attacked. But you have to honestly go through that truth that I put out. Go through the entire thing, try to understand what it is that I'm putting out there, and try not to judge before you do that, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're making a judgment, which you shouldn't do anyway, on somebody. You shouldn't use your judgment on somebody that you don't know the entire truth about. You people know that as grown adults, and you were taught that growing up.
Goes around calling Mag his brother. And I understand Mag's frustration because I type brother too, and I call him my brother too. But there's a difference. This guy right here, I mean,
you nice it.
Hey, straightforward. There's always going to be these punks that destroy the good things. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like big time. There's a lot of people like that. They're wannabes in a lot of ways in real life. Way worse. Yeah, oh yeah, all the time.
Absolutely, because we know for a fact that when people have anonymity, they're not really themselves. So if this girl right here is a backstabber, you can just imagine in real life. OMG. This person probably doesn't even have friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough.
See, there you go. This man admitted that he didn't know me. Now he's telling people about my whole life and how I probably didn't have friends and all this bullshit that he could never possibly know, but he's trying to influence hundreds of minds with. So, yeah, come on, man. This one is not a truth seeker, and this one is not spreading truth. This one is spreading all the things I've already told you he's spreading.
It's tough. I think what happens is that, like, they do it quickly and swiftly so that other people don't catch it, and their timing on purpose. So, like, someone may miss them saying it, you know, or they hide it, or they may switch the title up, right? Or that at some point, you're right. I don't even want it. I just turn it off. I haven't even gotten to see Edgar's stuff. I mean, the second they do it, I didn't watch pickup stuff either. After he did it, I'm done, right? It's like...
See, they admit it. They don't watch it. Now, how can you honestly sit there and tell your viewers that you don't do your research before you honestly talk truth to somebody about the subject? I don't understand how you can do that and how you can expect people to believe you when you say something about something. We've already caught both of you in lies and deceptions, trying to divide the people that you're informing. So how's this truth? I'm asking.
There's no time for it.
Absolutely.
No
And the
time
thing being
for
is
it.
that
No
you can
time for
share this
truth.
knowledge with others in the so-called Bamily family, and they
Yeah.
do nothing. At very least, what they can do is inform the other person. Because that's what we have to rely each other in word of mouth, helping one another. And when I see I see a cluster of people coming from the family side of Macy, and they're all going up against Mag, then there's something going on. People are not listening. People are just there for the moment. People are just there because, hey, quarantine, I need something to do. So what do they decide to do? It is to play pretend. Play the pretendo game, Hey, I'm a supporter. Yes, I'll call you my sister. I'll call you my brother. Absolutely. But then what?
Now this one's still mad at Macy because Mag programmed his mind to believe that way, and he's obeying the one he worships, and you can tell that, right? I mean, he regurgitates the same shit that Mag regurgitated in his video, and how these people fail to see this, fail to see their own thoughts manipulated by the one that programs it to be that way, and they fail to see it. They can't even see it when somebody points it out. When Pick Up the Truth points these things out, they still fail to see what's right in front of their face. They'll take the division and split themselves in half. He's putting his side, and which is perfect, without fault, and we can see that it's not by breaking him down in this video, that he has no truth to offer anyone and has no business trying to break down anyone else that's seeking truth when you are more deceived than most. And I don't even know how you got here. I have no idea. How did you get to talk about truth? Why did you create a truth channel if you're just going to push the things that the corporations gave you to push on people, to cycle the money they're enslaved with? How, man? Is it more important than truth? Is it? And you're saying Macy's side is in a pretendo video game. I don't think so, buddy. I'm not standing up for Macy or what she does. I've already told her that she still worships the one you worship. You both worship a man, and you shouldn't. You should think with your own mind, because that's what truth is about. And you all fail to see it. And you all fail to help other people find that truth, because you still do not care about anyone else but Mag. You don't see other people as real people around you. Wow. This video's end. I'm going to end this video. We've learned enough. You guys have a good night.